So in that XYZ company, so if any user, so the user is nothing but like an employee. If any user is less than 5 years of experience, so then automatically it cannot allow any creation of any incident. Like a for example, in an incident. So first of all, I'll write the question. So what first of all you can see here, um, the only users above, for example, not 5 years, 10 years, are they 10 years? So experience. Okay. So can submit the form. Okay. So got it. If not, so what happened? So if not, mm, the alert message says will display. Okay. So this is the one question, one query is there in our ServiceNow site. You can see only users about 10 years of experience can submit the form. Okay. If not, the alert message will display. What kind of alert message, whatever it may be. So you can use any alert message. So how to do this, how to write the scripting and everything, I'll show in a ServiceNow. Okay now. So that's why you can see. So we'll go to our personal developer instance. In that personal developer instance, I'm going to use a, first of all, you can just create one field in your user table because of the reason. So we are going to check with the experience. Okay. So actually, is when normally the user table is not having experience field. That's why. So I'm going to create one user field. Sorry, in a experience field in a user table, right? So that's the reason, first of all, I want to create one field in your user table. So that's why you can go to the tables. In the tables, what is the table name? User table, right? So simply click on user table. Okay. Just I'll check it. Where is that user table? So where is the user table? Sys underscore user, right? Import user is there. Where is the sys underscore user? Just a minute. Sys underscore user. Yeah, I think this is fine. So user table, just simply I'll click on user table. Okay. So now I'm going to add a one field. So that is the experience. What is that? Experience field. So just I'll create one field, experience. Okay. So experience. So that too, it is a string. Okay, fine, it's fine. Now I'm going to save this, update one. Then I'll go to user table. You can just see, I'll click on new user. Sorry, it's a table, right? So not for the table, users. Simply left side, I'll go to the users, user administration. In the user administration, I'll create a new users. So I want to create a new user because of the reason we need to test it. Okay. So where is the view experience? Experience is here, right? So I don't want to use this in this area. I want to make it configuration form design. So I'll go to form design. I'll make it. So experience field is a below of a like a phone number or some other area. I need to keep. Okay. I think it will take a little bit time. Fine. I think it is opening. Now, where is the experience? Yes, this is the experience. Just I'm going to keep above a photo. That's it. Okay. When I'm ready to just refresh it. So experience field is just looking below of a mobile phone, right? Okay, now I'll try to create the one user. Okay, so because we need to check with this experience, so I'm going to test user. So test user, and this is a test, and last name is a user. So that's fine enough. I'm going to keep everything is empty. Okay, nothing to worry. So experience is a 8 years. Simple. I given as an 8 number. Okay. So simply I'll try to submit this form, test user form. Yes, user was created, and where is the test one? Wait. So I'll open that one, test user again, because of the reason I need to assign a roles to this user. So because these user can try to submit the incident form. So the incident form will try to submit with your all the fields means, so with your ITL user is can possible to see that all the fields in your incident table. That's the reason. So I need to go and the roles we can go. I need to add the roles to this particular test user. So what role are we are going to assign? We are going to assign to the ITIL user, right? ITIL. Yeah, ITIL save. That's fine. Okay, so that's fine. So everything will be fine. So now just I'm ready to update this one. So I'm going to update this form. Fine. So now let's we go to our coding area. So incident form. First of all, I'll go to the incident form. Incident.form, right? So in the next tab, we are going to see. So this is a form. Now I'm going to check. So whether the caller is nothing but now we are taking as a test user. So the test user is test user actually so who is submitting this form for this whose purpose? So the caller purpose, right? The caller is nothing but that is a person who raised a ticket. So incident ticket, that's the reason. So that's the reason if that person is below of a 10 years experience, so we are unable to allow to create a incident form. That is the major motto of our scripting. So now we can go to that area. So right click on this header and configure and client scripts. So while submitting only we can check each and everything. That's the reason. Now I'll go to this new of a client script. I'll write a new client script. I'll click on new. So what does it means? Experience, right? So name of the client script is simply you can just give a valuable name. So related name we can give. So what kind of the name we can provide in simple experience below. So just a minute, it will open. Yes. So experience. So below 10. That's it. So on submit, right? So UI type is say all and type is on submit. Everything will be fine. Now we come to this area, scripting area. Okay. So just a minute. Okay. Now we'll write the scripting here. So what kind of the scripting we like? So first of all, we need to get the data from your caller ID. Caller table is in a caller field. So we need to get the data from this area. So that's the reason. So first of all, var, we can use a variable declaration. So what is that? Current user. So current user is nothing but one variable we are going to initialize. So we are going to keep a equal. So g underscore form dot. So get value. Okay. So var current user is equals to g underscore form dot get value. So get value and next one in that get value what we are going to give. So where we are going to get the data. So we are going to get the data from a caller field. Caller underscore ID. So this is the field backend name. Caller field backend name. Okay. Then find and var user experience So where user experience, we are going to initialize one more variable in that area. So we are going to test, that is a one function. So we need to write a function actually. So we need to write a function in the next area. So I'm going to use the function in this area. So get user experience. Okay. So in that area, what we can take that is a, so current user will take. So current user. Got it? So which we taken as a current user, that value we are going to take into a function. So that's fine. Everything will be fine. If condition we write if, what is that if condition? So user experience is less than 10. Okay. So less than 10, then what will happen? So we are going to keep a one alert. So what kind of the alert it is? So you are what kind of alert message we need to provide? Just a minute. Mm, okay. Your experience in this organization. Your experience is less than 10 years. So in this organization. Okay. So you are unable to you are unable to submit the form. That's it. Fine. So this is the alert message we need to provide. And then after completion of this one, alert message completed. Then after that, okay. So then after that, return. What is the return? We need to just we no need to allow to save that record. That's why return false. So it is not allowing the record to create. So next one, and else if not. For example, if that below of a above of a 10 years experience, then what happened? Else. So what is the else? So return. What is the return? True. True means it can allow the form to create it. So that's fine. So what does that means? First of all, we'll take as a var current user is equals to g underscore form dot get value caller ID, and the user experience is nothing but get user experience. Just there is a function. Actually, what does that mean? This is a function actually. So we need to write this is a function declaration. Function. So we need to use. So we need to create this function as it is again. Right? Now, so we can go for this function return true. Hmm, alert else we can write else we return okay we return. So then after completion of that function we write function. So what does it means? Function name user get user experience. So what is a get user experience? And we'll take as a one variable. So that is a user. That's fine. And now we'll check that we are going to take a record. So in which table we need to get that records? So user table, sys underscore user table, right? So var current user. Okay. Otherwise we can take as a not current user already taken. That is in user record. So user record is equals to new glide record. So what is the glide record? Where we are going to get the glide record in a sys underscore user table. All right. So we need to get it, and the condition we need to use. So what does that mean? So use the record dot add query. Add query. So what kind of the query we need to use? So that is a sys underscore sys underscore id, and which field we need to query in that area. So user. That's it. Got it? So which we need to take as a user, and then user record dot query. So this is must and should. So this is a must and should, everything will be fine. Then after completion of this one, if condition will take. So if condition user record dot next. Okay. So because every record we need to check. So user record we need to check, and the var user experience. So it is checking. So var user experience is equals to, so user record dot get value. So from where we are going to get the value. So experience field, right? So u underscore experience. So this field, got it? So in this field, and then return what we are going to user experience. We return user experience in this area. That's it. That's fine. Okay. So this is a script we are using to get the data. So and it will check and it will show the so alert message if the particular user is having less than 10 years of experience, right? So how much we given 10 only, na? Right, 10 only. Okay. So now I'm going to check, just a minute. Fine, it's fine. Okay, so it was completed. Then I'll check it again if any errors are there or not. Okay, no errors are there. I'll save that one. Okay, fine. So successfully it was saved. So now I'll check it whether it is saying so perfectly. It is just showing that an alert message below of it 10 years of experience or not. So we'll see. So I'll go to incident form, incident dot form, right? Sorry. So I think yes, it was coming. Okay, now I want to take as a caller is I'm going to take as a caller. So is a test user because we need to check with that particular test user only because I given 8 years of experience for this test user. So the short description I'm giving as a demo. Okay, fine, everything will be fine. So simply I'm going to submit the record. Then what it will show, we'll see. So submit the record. So what does that mean? See here, one alert message is showing. So your experience is less than 10 years in this organization. So you are unable to submit the form. If I click on OK also, it won't be submit because it returns false. False is nothing but, so it is not to create any of the record. If I'm going to so refresh it, then it will okay. So empty form has to open because it is not saving the record. So that is the reason we return as this kind of the script. Okay. So thank you for watching. If you want the JavaScript training, so you just please ping me or otherwise. So in description, I will provide my details and our website also, website ID also I'll provide in description. You can just please just so watch these videos, and if you have any queries or anything, you can send in your comment box. And then, so if you are interested, definitely you can just ping me. I'll give a response to you. And you can, if you have any queries or anything, you can just please ping in your so comment box, right? Thank you very much. All the numbers and 10 digits. If any of the validation fails, display the error message under the field. So what kind of the information we need to just show in that particular field area means invalid phone number. So that is a query, right? So we need to just write the code for your query. So we begin. So in the personal developer instance, first of all, I need to create a one dummy table. So for this area, I need to create a one dummy table. So then after that, we'll write a so client script on submit client script we need to write. So that's why. So what kind of the table we need to create? So first of all, we'll create the table. So I'll go to table system definition and tables. I need to create a new table for that. Yeah, I think in this Varshitha education table only. Varshitha education table only I need to create. Okay. So I think field values name. Okay. Type is a string. Okay. So the next one is phone number. Phone. Mm, that is also string. That's fine. So enough. Only two fields are there. Name and phone number is there. Phone. Okay, now. So now I need to just save this record. So I'll submit that table. Yes. Yes. We'll go to the table once we see. So Varshitha education table. So I'll open the table. You'll see that I need to create a new record. Right. So see here, for example, in this phone number, I'm just giving so dummy number. This is my number actually 9246768. So 29. That's it. I given 29 only. 3 not given. So if I give the 3 is a proper phone number. So for example, if I'm going to submit this record, so this automatically the record is submitting, but it is wrong because of the reason phone number is not correct phone number. So that's the query we need to build, and we need to check if the user is right to create one record. At the time the phone number is a so not valid phone number, then automatically it cannot be accept the saving of the form. So that is a major reason. So we need to create, right? So for this reason, I'll go to again this form, and we need to write a on submit client script. So I will write. So right click on that header. So go to configure and go to client script. So simply I'll write a client script on this area. So simply I'll click on save. Sorry. So client scripts are not there. So that's why I need to start a new client script. That's why I'll click on new. Now I'll start creating of your new client scripts. So what does it means? Valid phone number. So that valid phone number. So that is a client script name. And the Varshitha education is a table name, and this is a UI type is a all, and there is a on submit. So we need to write. Okay, now we start to write the scripting on this area. First of all, we need to fetch the details from your field. Yes or no? So that's the reason. I'll open the next tab, the form values. So this is the form value. So I need to show that form first of all. Yes. So this is the phone number, right? Okay. Now we go to this area. So now I need to get the value from your field name is a phone. Phone, right? Right. So I need to fetch first of all. So here there's a var phone number. Phone number is a variable. I need to initialize the variable, and we need to fetch the details. Yes or no? So g underscore form dot. So what does that means? Get value. So we know very well about that get value. So he is getting the value from the u underscore phone. Is it right or not? Because of the reason I will show. What is the backend name of this field value? Also, we can show it to you. So right click on this area. So u underscore phone is the backend name of that particular field. That's right. So I given u underscore phone. All right. Fine. So now we are going to check. So how to check it once we see if condition we need to write if so not is valid phone number. So what is the is valid phone number is nothing but one function. So we need to define that function. So after completion of this if condition, we need to define the function. Okay. So for this function, we need to take a one argument that is a phone number only. Okay. Phone number I need to take. We'll see. So open the curly braces. What is that? We are going to give a field message in the particular field area, right? So that's why g underscore form dot show field message. So show field message. What is the field message? It will be where is the which field it will try to show means u underscore phone. So that area and comma. So what kind of the information we need to just show? So invalid phone number. So that kind of message we need to display. And what is that? It is the error or information? Error only. So that's for error message only, like this. Enough. And if the form has to save or not, then form should not be saved because of the reason it is a wrong information. That's the reason. So return false. So return false is nothing but the form is not to save. It cannot be accept the saving. That's why if else. So if else condition we can see. So return true. Return true is nothing but it will accept the saving. Okay. So now we come to that function. What function we defined already is shown is valid phone number. So right. So now I'll write the function. So function is valid phone number. Okay. So what does that means? Phone number is our variable, like an argument or anything. Is valid phone number. You can check it again. See, both are same or not. Is valid phone number. It's confirmed. So correct only. Okay, now we continue to just write the. So here the function we need to write some of the code to it's validation of your phone number. Like a so var rejects. So that is a variable. Whatever maybe if you want to take anything, you can take it. Okay. So rejects is equals to. So what does it means? We can use the one function, one values we need to use. So this is the code we can apply. So here I think curly braces 10 digits now it will check. So 10 digits only. Dollar symbol and then hash. So that's it. Enough. So this is a code we can test that particular 10 digits or not. So it can check. And then next one is return. So what we need to return? Return rejects dot test. So what kind of test we need to use? That is a phone number. Phone number we need to test. That's all. Enough. Okay. So we can see again, we'll go to the code side. Var phone number is equals to g underscore form dot get value and u underscore phone, and his valid phone number is the phone number. We'll take that argument. See here, phone number, right? So then after completion of this one, then we'll come to that. If it is not a valid phone number, then automatically what will happen? It will check the condition and it will show the field message. What does it mean? You underscore phone field area invalid phone number message. It will display that is that too. It is a error message. And return is a false. Return is false is nothing but it is not to save the record. Else return true. And function is valid phone number. This is a function we already used in this area. Now we are going to define this function. So the phone number is the argument in this area, right? So var rejects is equals to this a variable is equals to code you can apply. So to test the 10-digit numbers are present or not. Okay. So this code we can utilize to finding of your 10-digit numbers in your field or not. So then return rejects dot test. We are going to test it phone number, right? This variable we need to test with this. So that's all we need to save. So I'm going to save this record. Then after that, I'll give some number and I'll test it. So whether it is a just valid or not, that backend code is just validation is just checking or not, we can test it. So now we'll go to this area again, refresh it. I'll refresh this one. Yeah, I think it's so just fine. So now I'm going to check there is a 92467. Sorry, it is not open. Yes, 924676829. That's it. So if I'm ready to submit in this area, so as per our on submit function, so it can show the invalid phone number. So one message it will display below of your phone. Yes or no? So we'll see. So on submitting of this area, so once you see here, invalid phone number, it is showing one field message. Okay, if I'm going to give a proper number, just 293, I'm going to give a, so this one, then after submitting that, so it will accept because of the reason. So because of the reason, I given a phone number checking value, just see here. So it will check that is a 10 digits or not. So it is a invalid phone number. If you are going to give a more than 10 digits also, it cannot be accepted. Okay, we'll try this one more. So one more area we'll try. So more than 10 digits also I'll provide, whether it will try to just give a correct proper information or invalid phone number it will give or not, we'll check it once. So I think EI 341134 EI 201. So on submit, see, exact 10 digits are there, below 10 digits and above 10 digits also it cannot be acceptable, and it can be right to give any other names. For example, names and how many digits? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like these numbers also, if I submit, you can see if any number you can provide, if any digits you can provide, so it cannot be acceptable. So that is the query, and we are right to just achieve the query by using of this script. Okay. So you all people, you also ready to just test your, so in
So what is the practical scenario means in incident table? So everyone knows that incident table, right? So in a incident table, the caller field is there, right? Everyone have this caller field. Everyone knows that caller field. So in that caller field is containing the usernames. Is it right or not? For example, so Bill Tutor is there, and as well as next one Fred Lodi, different type of caller names we are using. And now we need to count a repeated names. For example, so Fred Lodi is having the 5 records with the same caller. Okay, so in the caller name is a Fred Lodi, so he has the 4 records are in their incident table, and count how many times repeated that caller names in that table. So we need to find out. So without writing code, I will show where it will be and how we can see the data. So I will show it to you, just a minute. Incident dot list. You can see, if I'm going to see that, so incident table records everything, it will try to display on your screen. You can see all the records are showing. There is a, how many records are there? So 110 records are there in my incident table. So 110 records are present. So now I need to find out, so how many times the caller is repeating. Okay, so my question is very simple. My question is, for example, Shiva 123 caller is there. So how many times just it is showing repeating 1 2 3 4 5, but I don't want to count like this. So I'm ready to make a group. So simply go to this area, simply click one and group by caller. So now it is showing, so all the caller is empty, is 7 records are there. So caller able tutor is 25 records are there. Abraham Lincoln is a 5. Everything will be there. You can see that Shiva 123 is there. Where is the Shiva 123? So yes. So Shiva 123 is a 5 records are there. So like this it can write to display. Now my question is, same kind of the caller name, and as well as beside of the caller name, I need to see the number of times the caller has repeated the records in the records, right? For example, how many records are there with a caller name is a Shiva 123, means 5 records are there. I need to display. Now, so that is the reason I'll go to my code area. I need to display by using of my scripting. Okay, so that's the reason you can see. So this is the example scripting I'm going to show. Okay, so this area I'm going to show, I'm going to write a scripting for this area. So first of all, what I said just now, so you should use that as a glide record to get the incident table records. Okay now, so if you use all the glide record object, and you can use and get the incident table records, means simply we can write the var. So gr is equals to glide record. So I'm going to take as a variable name as a gr. So new. So new I'm going to take, and you can take it as a glide record. This is a confirm, so compulsory method we can use. Glide record, in that record I'm going to use as a incident table. That is a table name. Whatever maybe, you can take another table, you can take another name. Okay, so in the table I'm going to use incident. Then I'm going to write a query on it. So gr.query I'm going to use. Okay, so query. So this is a very important also. I already in a previous classes I already designed, okay, explained that why we need to use a query. Okay, so now I'll write a code, then after that I'll explain to you. So first of all, I'm going to use, I'll make it big, somewhat bigger. So var counts is equals to, we are going to counts. So counts is equals to, I'm going to take it as a empty object. Okay, empty object I'm going to take in this area. So now that is a while I'm going to write. So what is a while means is a number of times we need to looping statement. Now it is. So gr dot next I'm going to take. So gr dot next means every record it can write to find out. So curly braces open and if condition, or otherwise I'm going to take it as a var the caller is equals to, what is the caller, and this is a variable I'm going to initializing. I'm going to get the data from your incident table. So where it will be the incident table, that is the information means, see here. So in a incident table, so where it will the position of the particular caller. So I'll show ungroup I'm going to take. So here I'm going to open any record, you can see. So where the name of the caller, so caller field is there. So in that caller field, then caller values will be to present. So that's why I need to get the value. You can see that caller field now. In that caller field, the caller values are there. That's why I'm going to fetch the data in a which table, gr. So gr is giving already, it's a declared and incident table, all values are so into that gr area. So gr dot, what is the caller field name? So I'm going to use it as a caller underscore id. This is the name of the caller field. Okay now. So now I'm assigning the gr dot caller and id to the particular caller. Right now I'm going to use if condition. So if the caller and so and next one, so caller dot get display value. Okay, so get display value. So these are the very important. So we can use if condition. Okay, so in that if condition, what we are going to take, that var caller name. So this is one more variable I'm going to declare, caller name is equals to, so what we are going to take, caller dot get display value. So get display value. In this now I'm going to use a caller dot get display value. It's a fine. Okay, so now I'm going to use a again I'm going to write the var caller name is equals to caller dot get display value, and then I'm going to use a if condition again. So what is the if condition? Now I'll come to the counting side. Counting means number of times repeated now. So I'm going to count the value, already just declared that counts okay, variable I declared is an empty object. So that's why I'm going to use a counts. Okay, so counts, it's a object means we can take it as a square braces, and what we need to take in this area, so caller name. So I'm going to take it as a caller name in this area. If it will write to present, then what it will write to, just get that. So now the counts value, so counts of a square braces caller name should be increasing. So plus means +1, it will write to increase. So that's all. And if not, for example, the caller name is not presenting, then what happened? So else, so we are going to display that. So counts of a, so caller name, it should be equals to 1. I'm going to this area. So then I'm going to so close the parenthesis, and as well as so these else values we closed, and here there's a if condition value we not yet closed. So that's why I'm going to close one more, okay, curly braces, and one more is also there, while statement we not yet closed here. So that's why I'm going to close one more, so curly braces. So now it was completed. Then I'll go to one more area. What does it means? We need to display the values, right? So gs.info. So what kind of the values we need to display means, I will show that is a caller counts. So the caller is right to just show that displays how many counts are there. So we caller counts will be there, and this is a string, it is right, simply it is right to so display. And then now I'll go to that one more condition, like a for condition I'm going to use. What is a for condition? Var name in, okay, counts. You can see, so this is a condition we need to use, and for condition, and curly braces we can open, right? Now gs.info, you can see in that name we need to provide. So what does it means? We already taken as a variable, it's a name I am going to take in accounts. So name value I am just taken, and plus, so we need to take it as a colon also. So then plus what we need to get now, so that is a, so counts of a, in an object name I'm going to take. So that's it, the code was completed. So I need to display so that information. So what is it again, we'll come to that code again. So where gr is equals to new glide record incident, so incident table record we need to get to the, so gr variable. Now we can start query on this area. So gr.query is there, and now variable, so declaration is the count is the one empty object we declared for the further use. And then next one, while gr dot next I'm going to take, because so it can write to search each and every record, that's the reason gr dot next will write to just present. And next one, the var caller is equals to, okay, so gr dot caller underscore id will be there. So now it can write to go to the caller area. Now if condition we need to use, there is a caller, and so caller dot get display value. Here there is a, if it is a successful, then it will enter into the caller name is equals to, take it as a caller dot get display value, and it will count, it will try to find out the name of the particular caller, then it will increase. So if not, then it will take it as a only one time only it can try to display the value. So that's the reason we need to just find out, and simply I'm going to run the script I want to show. You can see, so what does it mean? See here, so event management person is a 5 times, so Alexandra present is a 2 times, like this. See Shiva 123 is a, see here Shiva 123 is a 5 times it was shown. So that's the reason we can provide one of the, so easy way to write a scripting to get the data. Okay, so you can display the data. This is a one of the interview question also. So in a one interview, so some people they ask, the interviewer asked this question to fetch the details while writing a scripting.